Who is bro? I'm me, bitch. Where you from? CPT, bitch. What you claim? I don't bang, I do me. Not this time. Not this time. You're not gonna catch me slipping this time, baby. What's the deal? What's good? Who is Bro TV, episode 6, back up in this bitch. What's the deal? I'm excited, man. It's your motherfucking master of ceremonies, Jack Morris, host, whatever you want to call me, whatever, man. Like, we back up in here. I'm just excited to be doing this show today. Thankful, blessed, life in my body, breath in my lungs. All praises to God first. Like, I'm excited, man, about this one. I ain't gonna even lie. But before we get started, if you haven't already, go fuck with all my social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok. I don't even got a TikTok, but be on the lookout. I'm gonna get one. Jack Morris at everything, nigga. Jack space Morise on Instagram. Jack Morise on all my social, my SoundCloud, my YouTube, all that shit. You bitch, you. I don't know. I'm just excited. Forgive me. Anyway, man, it's a long time coming for this, man. Today's subject is gonna be relationships. And you know me being the expert that I am about this topic and subject, having been in so many failed relationships. Having been in so many failed relationships, I feel that I am an expert now. I have no degrees, no psychology degrees or anything like that that qualifies me to do this shit. But hey, fuck all that. I've been in some bad relationships. Okay, we're not gonna start this. Okay, sir? Jack, you're not gonna be sitting up here laughing at your own jokes. I'm telling me right now, stop it. Stop. Anyway, man, but before I get started, you know how I do. I gotta show some love. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't get in this thing to like be all about myself. I didn't get into this entertainment field or this vlogosphere, this YouTube, whatever the fuck we doing right now. I didn't get into this to be just about me. I'm the type of nigga, man, I want to show love. I want to give back. I want to reach out. I want to fuck with people who are dreamers like me, who are artists like me, who are good fucking people and are really out here working hard and doing their best, putting their best foot forward. And understand, you know, we all kind of go through similar stuff. We all got similar doubts and this, that, and the fifth, whatever you want to call it. But I'm taking a minute out to show some love to my boy, Sam Howard, my good friend, hell of an artist. I mean, this guy, he touches a little bit of everything. He does photography. He could do portraits. I know he's personally done some stuff for the what's that Griselda gang, you know what I'm talking about, West Side Gun and them, and the Conway the Machine shot them dudes out, man. They got some hard music, man. Benny the Butcher, all them, I fucks with them like a little bit right now. I might get more into it. Maybe my man will turn me on a little bit more to him, but I know he been fucking with them before niggas was even talking about them. So, and I know it's people, you got people in Buffalo, all that, so it's deeper than that. But let me take a minute, man, show some love to my boy, Sam Howard. You can find him on Instagram at Kaiju June. That's Kaijujune. That's Kaijujune. All right, let's get into the motherfucking show now. Relationships. I find myself talking about this often. you know, as I get older with a lot of the people in my age bracket, some younger people at times. Can I say I talk to older people too much about this? Not really, no. There's nothing there. I have nothing else to say about that. But I give a lot of advice to a lot of my lady friends. I give a lot of advice to a lot of my homeboys. And most of this is just based on my own life experiences. Me seeing what works, what doesn't work. I have had the honor and the privilege to meet some great couples, people married, you know, decades in this bitch, and I've gotten a lot of feedback and understanding from them on things that, you know, it helps make their relationships work, and so on and so forth. I've been in a lot of bad relationships, like I said before. I've learned a lot of what you're not supposed to do, what you're not supposed to say, what you should not ever say, you know. And to be honest, man, I'm not gonna be like fake, like I'm like great at that shit. Like most of us are not. Like, to be honest, some of the greatest men have failed and fallen short in their marriages and their relationships. So, you know, it's really not about me trying to make myself like I'm up here and I got this great understanding. It's really about me once again, giving you my perspective, giving you my visual, my take on the whole relationship thing as a whole. I've been married, divorced. She and I, we whatever. It's no malice, it's no beef. Do I have opinions about her and that I would like share with y'all? Would I talk? No, I'm not. I can't. I'm not gonna talk bad. So let this be lesson one. Like, to a lot of you dudes who have exes and been in bad relationships. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, I mean, maybe somebody you date, they gonna go for whatever because they gonna feel like they're gonna have your back anyway. They just gonna want to see the good in you anyway. So even if you ain't shit or you wasn't shit, like, they're gonna take your side. But in most relationships, you know, it's two sides to everything. You know, a lot of times it look like it's the dude's fault. A lot of times it gets placed on the dude, most of the blame or whatever. But I'll get into all that in a minute. Where do I want to start, man? Like, also, you know, like I said, speaking toward my own experiences, and this is kind of like, this is not limited to just black people. This is not just limited to the black community. I think if you are from another race, you can get something out of this. But I find a lot of the other cultures tend to do a little bit better than black culture does as far as maintaining relationships and marriages and things of that nature. So I'm not really speaking to them, but I'm speaking about relationships on the whole, just in case you're confused. Where we want to start at? Shit. Why do I think relationships don't work a lot of times? That's where I'll go. I'll start there. Why do I think relationships don't work a lot of times? Mostly in the black community, I see a lot of emphasis put on material gain. It seems that most black people, for some reason, are constantly competing with other black people, which also is something I've dealt with in relationships, where I've actually been in a relationship with someone that I didn't feel was necessarily my teammate as much as they was like competing with me. You know, didn't like to see me do things for myself. Didn't like to see me, you know, keep my appearance together. You know, buy clothes, buy shoes, things of that nature. You know, upset this person. And it's not just one person I've dealt with this, but I'm saying, like, we've all been in those situations. I think quite a few of us have been in those situations that we come from the hood. Just, you know, it's a lot of hate, it's a lot of anger, it's a lot of jealousy, it's a lot of this and that in the hood. And just because you're in a relationship, that don't mean that changes. You know, you get hated by your homeboys, you're gonna get hated by your nigga, you're gonna get hated by your girl. Like, the shit I hear niggas do nowadays behind breakups is just insane. I remember back in the day, man, it was all about, like, what a sister would do to you. You know, at worst you hear a nigga beat the fuck out of a female. I don't condone no violence toward women. At worst you hear, like, a nigga will beat the fuck out of his girl, boo, boo, boo. That's, you know, okay, yeah, whatever. But now you got these niggas like fucking their girls' cars up, and you know these niggas got kids with these women, and it's like destroying their property, fucking up their apartments, fucking it up where their kids live at, so their kids can't even be there. You know, and I've seen women. I've gone through this, you know, dealing with women mostly in the past. You know, I rest in peace, like to my baby's mother. We went through quite a bit, you know, that type of stuff, because she had been in an abusive relationship prior to our relationship, and she was older than me and whatnot. So I kind of looked, you know, up to her and kind of looked to her for guidance when I was a young adult. But you know, it's like we are jealous of each other because that's what the environment has taught us to be. Like, jealousy plays a big relationship, I see personally, in black relationships. You know, and I see some people even like it. Like, even some brothers, they like it. They like, to them, like, they think if they girl jealous or still getting mad, like, just the fact that she care or showing that emotion, like, and that's to me, that's a female trait. Most females, to me, do that. Like, pick at you and do little things to see if you care, and you know, try to just test where your emotions is at. Like, it seems like a lot of men is adopting a lot of these female traits, and a lot of these you know, these single mothers have, you know, gave their kid, their son, this weird ass type of game or whatever. To me, it's weird, it's foreign, you know. But anyway, I don't want to get off topic. Let's keep this shit rolling. So, another thing I could speak to is why I don't think relationships work is because for quite some time now in our community, the black community, women have had other options. Women have had other escapes. You know, if a man wants to get out here and make some money tax-free, illegally, he got to put his life on the line. He got to risk his freedom. He got to risk his motherfucking life. He got to risk his family. He got to risk every fucking thing to go out here and make some good money, you know, without it being taxed or being, you know, taken away from the government. If a female want to get some money that's not taxed, if a female want to go and make, you know, a couple $100 a night or whatever, she could just go take her clothes off and degrade herself. But at the end of the day, she don't need that nigga. But that's not really a good thing to me. Like, it's not good to say I don't need anybody. You know, it's to me, it creates an imbalance. Like, I think we all need people in our lives. Like, people keep you sharp. People keep you on point a lot of times, especially if that's their disposition, if that's they, you know, they get there. But women also have welfare. You know, and welfare basically tells you, hey, I see you struggling. I see you and your whole family struggling. Your whole family struggling. I see y'all. But if you get this nigga out the house, well, don't worry about it. We'll take care of it all. You can buy your kids Jordans. You could buy all this unhealthy ass food for them and fatten them up and make sure they continue the cycle of bad health, bad eating. Just get the guidance out your house. Just get that father figure out your house. What the fuck you want a father? Money's more important than a father figure. See, and they even kind of like reverse engineer your mind to make you think that money is important than a person. You know, it's a lot of women out here who be on that like, oh, I gotta get the money. Now, don't get me twisted. Everybody's different, man. I always promote that, like, be different. You find your motherfucking self. And I understand fully and completely that there are women out here that are about their motherfucking paper. And there is no doubt about that they will get their money by any means. They can give a fuck about a nigga. But, on the other hand, there's also women out here that's about exploiting the system, exploiting their kids, using their kids to get money, and using their kids to perpetuate, you know, that welfare check, that sympathy that they need. Yeah, a lot of women do that too, using the whole sympathy card. I got the kids. They not really great mothers, but they still play on that card. But I'm digressing. I'm getting away. But I'm saying these are some of the things to me that make it hard for relationships to work for Black couples. Those are some of the things to me that make things difficult for a man to be a man in a household. Especially if you're dealing with a woman who equates manhood with a job or a man's financial earning power or whatever, you know. And what's sad is, and I don't have numbers, and I'm not the nigga to sit up and do hours upon hours of research. But if you go look that shit up, ain't no jobs for a lot of us brothers, man. Ain't no opportunities for a lot of us brothers. So a lot of us brothers are put in these fucked up situations where not that we don't want to provide, we can't provide. And then when we do get a job, it still ain't enough. When we do work 40 hours, it still ain't enough. Trust me, bro, I've been there. I've been working 2 jobs at one time. I was in a relationship where I worked probably 80% of the time, 90% of the time while I was in that relationship. The other person worked maybe, I give them 50, maybe 60 tops. And when it was all said and done, I never did anything. I never worked. They held it down. They took care of the kids by themselves. But let me make this clear. This is not personal. This is my experience. This is me kind of telling you what my personal experience is and some of the things that I feel made my relationship difficult. That's one thing too, that you get into a relationship with somebody and y'all got 2 different point of views, 2 different looks, 2 different outlooks on it. You know, you got one person who's coming in who might be selfish. That's a failed relationship out the gate. When you get with somebody, the best way I feel that you should go about that is to say, you know what? I'm for you and you're for me. You feel me? I'm for you and you're for me. I'm going to always consider you. I'm going to always make you a priority. I'm always going to take your feelings into consideration before my own. A lot of times people be in these relationships and want to throw their feelings in front of the next person and go, well, what about me? What about me? Without even considering what led them to that point. You know, without even considering some of the things and actions they may have taken before getting to that point where they got to go, well, what about me? And you never, and da-da-da-da. And don't use absolutes. I feel like we run out of time. I don't know, so I'm going to kind of try to hurry up, but don't use absolutes. Communication. Let's move it on. Communication. Lack of communication is a big problem in relationships a lot of times. You never do anything. Don't say never, motherfucker. Like, why are you saying never? Like, when you saying never and all that, like, you laying down absolutes, you kind of making it hard, and you're not giving that person room to even, like, change. They're like, well, fuck it. If I never do it, then I'll never do it. Communication, though, man, I'm big on communication. And I struggle sometimes, man, because I'm a very, especially when I'm close to you, I'm a very, like, open, straight to the point communicator. And I found that a lot of people, they not used to that. Like, I've heard, like, people say, well, it's not, hold on, I keep feeling like, yeah, sort of like, but it's not what you say, it's how you say. Now, let me tell you this, nigga. I done reversed it. I done changed how I said it. I done took different approaches. I done got my facial expressions in order. I've spoken softly. I've spoken loudly. I've spoken in all sincerity. Will you just hear me out, please? Like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna shake the camera. I've tried every way, and I've learned it ain't really about how, what, all that shit, man. It's really just about saying things that people don't want to talk about. I found a lot of people want to be in these relationships and don't want to talk about the problems. They just want to act like it's good all the time. But to me, I love talking about the problems. Like, I look at my relationship like we in a partnership. We in a business, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about our problems. Let's figure out what they are, and let's get better, and let's you know, improve our communication. Let's improve our bond by growing. Let's not just say, okay, I'm good with if I'm not good with who I am right now, and you choose to be with me, then you gotta understand that. And if I'm that type of person and my mind is based on improvement and growth and all these types of things, then you gotta be on the same shit too. If not, it's not gonna work. You do gotta find people that's like-minded. You do gotta find people that's in similar mental spaces as you. Communication, I talked about earlier. Watch what you say. Don't say shit you can't take back. Sometimes it's just better to shut the fuck up, man. Because that person's gonna carry that shit with them and think about that shit. Even after the fact, after the argument over, it's hard to let go of that shit. I'm telling you. You might think about it during sex. Fuck your whole sex life up now. So that's very important. Remember that shit. If I can give you any advice, sometimes you shut the fuck up and don't say that meanest thing that you can say to the person that you care about most. Another thing I wanted to speak on, I feel like damn, I don't have the time I want in these, but fuck it. Sorry, y'all. Let me figure. Okay, all right, I got it. All right, I'm trying to make sure I cover all these things. Let me stop saying, we gotta work on those. I think the way things are now as far as men, I see a lot of men, I see a lot of women complaining on their timelines. I see a lot of women talking shit about men and being upset about how men aren't this and how men aren't that. I think there was a time, man, like when brothers, we really did try, like we really put in that effort. I think there was a time before the advent of social media. I remember being young and it'd be like, be like 2 or 3 cute, fine girls in the hood, and you got the whole hood trying to get with her. And she could literally sit back and choose the best one that she wanted to fuck with. Let me tell y'all something. Men have it like that now. We have it like that now. We don't have to cater to y'all. We don't have to kiss y'all ass. We don't have to agree with your philosophy of put the woman first, and it's all about the woman, and make sure your woman is this, and a real man does that. And you know who was telling us all this shit the whole time what a real man does? It was other women. Sorry. It was other... Sorry. It was other women the whole time, you know what I'm saying? Mothers to young boys saying, yeah, well, you as a man, you should be doing this. As a man, you should be doing that. It wasn't no men really coming around and saying, hey, man, you check that bitch. Like, when no real men coming around like, hey, man, you don't gotta deal with that, bro. You better than that. You a good dude. You ain't gotta let that woman tell you what you is and what you ain't, homeboy. But I digress. Men have it much better now. You wanna know what the real problem is, ladies? Y'all gotta put that work in. See, I find a lot of women be wanting to get their man and do all the little baby steps to get their man. But once they got their nigga, they don't want to change. They don't want to get better. They don't want to compete with the other women out there that's, like proactive about their relationships or proactive about their life. Like women say, okay, this is what I bring to the table, nigga, accept it. Now, if you as a man go, hey, I would like a little bit more. Can you put a little more salt on there? What? Well, I just won't never do it then. Well, I quit. You never satisfied. Bitch, shut the fuck up. First of all, that's your man. That's your partner out here. Do your best by him. You for him, him for you. Think about that shit. But now, men, we really don't care. Like, y'all be talking all this shit on social media and he's in my inbox and Ziggy. He in everybody's inbox. Oh, I got all these dudes trying to hit me up. They just won't say. You know why niggas just hitting you up, sending squirt emojis and what you doing is and pull up like type shit? Because if you ain't with it, it's another bitch that is. And this nigga probably went on your page and looked on your page and did his little investigation. Scroll, and realized like, I don't want to be in a relationship with this chick. I just want to fuck. Let's shoot it. You be like, nah, I'm good. Or y'all just ignore us or whatever the fuck. That's cool too. We don't give a fuck. It's more like, I'm just trying to tell y'all, like, we don't care about the shit y'all care about. Like, if y'all want to be good to us, if y'all want to start consider, that's another problem. I feel like a lot of women, sisters especially, don't consider a man's feelings. Don't even think we got feelings. We start having feelings. Oh, this a soft ass nigga. This nigga a pussy. This nigga a bitch. Like, y'all don't even know how to handle a nigga talking about his feelings. You don't even know how to handle a man talking about his problems. And I know some women who's like, well, I know it. I ain't talking to you. So don't tell me what you know. This ain't about you. Don't make it about you. It ain't about you. I gotta hurry this up though. I don't wanna hit 30 minutes. But these are a few of the things, man, like relationship wise that go through my head that I think about. The social media thing is a real thing, ladies. You could take my advice or not, but we don't have to put up with your shit. You gotta actually be a good woman. You gotta actually like try to keep your nigga. When you want a man, you gotta actually learn him and earn him, and don't burn him. You gotta really have some real qualities. It's not enough just to have a pussy. It's not enough that you cook. It's not enough that you clean. It's not enough. You gotta really bring something to the table, man. And I ain't talking about this. It ain't about finance. It ain't about money. But it's nice if you have your own. It's nice if you can do your own thing and stand up independently. Shit, it's nice if you can get my motherfucking back and vice versa and so on and so forth. But women, y'all need to know. I'm telling you, we don't really need y'all. There's too many options. We don't really need to settle down. There's too many options. And I'm not saying that men don't want to settle down. What I'm saying is we don't have to settle. So if you're not up to par, if you're not what we looking for, a lot of times that's pretty much what it comes down to, boo-boo. If bro ain't fucking with you, if bro ain't following through with you, you're not the one. There's somebody out there for you. Move on. Don't get mad. Don't get upset. Don't be jealous. Don't hate on this nigga. Don't try to have a baby by him and keep it. Like, move on. Oh, man. I think going forward, things that will help relationships, help people stay in relationships, just keep the communication open. Continue to grow together. Understand, like, that the longer y'all together, you both should not be more sensitive and be getting hurt over dumb shit. Y'all should have thicker skin. Y'all should be able to talk about a lot more things as you go along. You need to be more selfless. You need to be more about the other person and yourself, and hold them accountable to be that way. Playing your shit like a business, baby. Playing your life like it's a fucking business. Like, take that shit serious. It's like a work. It's like a job. It's not going to be great every day. It's not going to be perfect every day. But as long as y'all both working on it and working at it, it could be the greatest relationship that you ever find yourself in. As long as you're willing to put that work in. You can't just do a little bit to get them and then sit back and fall back and rest on your laurels. There's so much more I want to tell y'all, man. There's so much more I want to talk to y'all about. I hope y'all love this episode. I love doing it. Motherfucking Master of Ceremonies, Jack Morris. Hope you enjoy the show. Who is Bro TV, episode 6. I'm out. Define yourself. Nigga. Who is bro? I'm me, bitch. Where you from? CPT, bitch. What you claim? I don't bang, I do me.